Well, you're watching Breakfast with John. Carter is off today because he does not work on Saturdays. He makes it plain, he makes it clear. Saturday is the Sabbath to him, and he believes it's a true day of rest, and he will not work a lick. He won't go eat breakfast, he won't do nothing like that, he won't do nothing. He just stays in isolation and probably plays on that PlayStation or Game Boy or Xbox or whatever it is that they do. But anyway, let's think about Saturdays. What makes Saturdays different? You know, when you're young and a kid, you go to school, or I guess college. Saturdays are a day it's like a free day, okay? It's something though how different Saturdays are for different people. If you show horses in the summertime, Saturday is a busy day, isn't it? You know, you got stuff you got to do. You got to get the horses ready, get them bathed early, get them all ready to go, and it's a different day. Saturday is. But Saturday is different. Yeah, I got a mobile order for Dash. Need to make sure the gravy and biscuit is for here.
Just pull on around.
Thank you. If you show horses, like I said, Saturday's a busy day because you're getting ready to go. You're trying to figure out if it ain't going to rain at the horse show. All kinds of stuff going on. But Saturday seems to be different for different people, different times. I don't know. It's been a long time. Saturdays don't seem that different for me. It just seems like a normal day. Thursday's a different day because Thursday's garbage day. I know that. Everything sort of revolves around Thursday because it's garbage day. But I was thinking how Saturdays can be different for different people. I don't know if it's different to you or not. Let me know what you think. You can tell me Saturdays stink or Saturdays feel good or just howdy doody. It doesn't matter. But I'm just thinking about how Saturday. I was also thinking about how when you ever think that when you're sick, you think you're really easy to get along with. But when somebody else is sick, you always think they're a pain in the backside. I was listening to my daughter talk about my son-in-law because he's got a cold. And she's talking about how he's not a good sick person. I'm putting that mildly and nicely. It wasn't some of the exact words that she was using, but can't repeat them on Facebook. But how you can, but when you're sick, we always think that we're not any trouble. We're just sort of sick in silence. I don't know. I think Janice went through the last little bit. Her blood pressure got up, and it scares her. Things like that worry her. She gets real worried, stuff like that. But then she figures out that it was her blood pressure, and she's okay now. Her blood pressure went back down. I don't know. But we always look at ourselves a little different. I know I do. I mean, I think that I'm pleasant and great to be around anytime.
You have the order for John?
Yeah.
All right.
And the gravy and biscuit for here.
What's that?
Gravy and biscuit for here.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Is the gravy and biscuit was for
It's
here?
supposed to be.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Got to make sure I keep Hardy on their toes. Have to ask them sometimes because I like the gravy already on my biscuit. It keeps me from making such a mess in my truck. Okay? But anyway, back to how easy I am to get along with. I told Janice we were talking about, I said, we don't have a lot of fights or anything, do we? She said, we don't have any fights. I said, there you go, wanting to fight about having a fight. I said, that ain't right. Fighting about wanting to have a fight. Anyway, she said, I said, you think we don't argue because we're both so easy to get along with? She said, yeah. I said, I'm glad you said that so we don't have a fight about it. So, I guess everybody thinks that they're the jewel of the Nile. And I think everybody else, I have to keep my Christmas wrapping bags. I'll be using these all for Christmas for everybody's present. Will be in a Hardee's bag because these are really nice bags. They're really good for your presents and stuff to put it in there. But we all think that we're easy to get along with. I know I am, and we think that everybody else seems to be the issue. Now, some cases, everybody else is the issue, okay? They're the problem. They're the thorn in the bush, and we're not. I was just thinking about that this morning, and to give you some food for thought, everybody thinks that they're easy to get along with. And they think everybody else is the problem. Sometimes we need to have a little self-examination, see if maybe we're the issue. Because, Buttercup, sometimes it could be you. Sometimes you got to admit it, and then you got to not just admit it, but you got to change it. All right? You know, I really try not, I don't know if I did them early on in my life or not, but I try to make things as easy on my wife as I can. I mean, I never leave something laying out, or I mean a can or a cup, or I make sure. I mean, my clothes go in the hamper. I don't lay nothing on the floor. I mean, I make sure everything, I try to do that because I want to make things easy on her. I don't know if I did that early on in life because we worked and stayed busy a lot, okay? But I try to now. I can't remember how I did early on in life. I can only think about now. But I don't know. I think we should make things easy as we can on our husband or our wife, or we should try our best. You know, when I see somebody that's not married, you know, not because maybe they didn't find somebody, but sometimes you have to, and people are different. I'm always glad when two goofy people find each other and they get married and they don't mess up two other people's lives. But I don't know, it's important not to be selfish. Okay? I want my wife to be happy before I am. But that's easy to do because she's the same way about me. She's always looking for some way to make my life better, make my life easier. Seems like she is to me. And I'm always looking to ask her, do you need me to do that? Do you want me to do that? Or the best thing to do is to go ahead and do it without asking if she wants me to. I wonder if there's any place in Tazewell that you can get a facial. I see a salon and spa over here across from the Hardee's. When I was in Myrtle Beach, when we lived down there, I went one day, there was a little place down the street, and they done facials. Man, I sit down in that chair. Now, I'm not lighting my loafers. I know what you're thinking, some of you. And some of you tough guys are only thinking that. But if you ever got one, they really are nice to get one. They're pretty nice. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. It's a beautiful Saturday, 61 degrees, 60 degrees, something like that. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. We do our Thanksgiving on Sunday before Thanksgiving. That way, everybody can go do stuff on Thanksgiving, because I like to give our son-in-law and daughter-in-law and them time to go, and people are busy, and so give them time to go to their other houses. Let's spend time with them. So we try to make sure we do that. Give them all time. These little black trays, okay, I take my dog Home of Gravy and Biscuit. Okay? Not my dog, neighbor's dog. Home of Gravy and Biscuit. Then I have to go, every couple of days, I have to go pick all these little containers up out of the yard because she carries them around everywhere. She's a nut. She'll pick them up and carry them around. Oh, Lord. All right, now I'm going to let you go and not tie you up on your Saturday. Appreciate you. I really do. This is cheapest therapy I can begin. It's cheaper than me going to a psychiatrist. Adios, baby.